What's on, everyone? Jim here from the quartering, and what a weird, wild world we live in. I don't know if it's leftists. I don't know if it's angry men. It's something. There's something going on in the world where every once in a while there's this weird controversy around Sydney Sweeney. Well, I mean, it feels like just a month ago, Sydney Sweeney was secretly dark MAGA, and she was hashtag one of us, and she's somebody who didn't want to spit the nonsense that, the leftoids wanted her. Now, this whole week, everyone's calling it a literal crime because she was pictured not with all of her makeup on or something like that. I don't know who's doing this, but I think given what we know about Sydney Sweeney, we need to take a deeper look at this and look at some of maybe every possible angle that we possibly can, put our spectacles on, and really look at Sydney Sweeney and her body to see what exactly is going on. We're going to do that after a super quick word from this video sponsor, Castle Duels. You all know that I've always lamented what's going on in the gaming community and with pop culture these days, but you also know I absolutely love card games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and more. Well, now I've got this video sponsor, Castle Duels, a unique PvP card strategy game with tower defense mechanics. The most interesting part for me is the tactical depth through the various deck building. That's what I love about all of the card games I've played in my life. They also have the Winter Wonderland event. Starting on December 19th, you can collect decorative cards, earn unique rewards like the Frost Knight, and try your luck with the festive roulette of legendary prizes. You can download Castle Duels right now using the QR code and the link in the description down below. What I like about the gameplay the most, the experience, is the deck building and the strategy that goes into that. The game sometimes for me becomes secondary because I like to have a theme with my deck. I like everything to work together, and this game offers that. I've never been much of a PvP person, but they get pretty intense as well, and I absolutely love playing that too. So again, if you're looking for a new strategic card game to try this year, or maybe this winter while you're spending time at a family member's house and you're a little bit bored, download Castle Duel using the QR code and the link in the description and pinned comment down below. Dive into the magical world of Castle Duels. Support my channel. Download now using the QR code on the screen and the link in my description. Now, a lot of this is probably engagement bait. Because a while ago, they did this whole thing online where it's like, oh, Margot Robbie isn't even hot. She's so mid. And like all the women got upset. All the simps got upset. But the fact of the matter is, Margot Robbie is objectively attractive. Now, you may not, let's say you're into Asian girls, or you're into guys, or you're into black chicks, or you're into big girls or skinny girls or whatever. You may have like a certain preference, right? But I think most people can agree that Margot Robbie is objectively attractive. I think Sydney Sweeney is objectively attractive, even if you don't, for example, find her to be your cup of tea. Now, a lot of the outrage started with this tweet. This should be illegal. This is what causes misogyny. Shout out to Captive Dreamer. Pretty hilarious. Just a joke for engagement bait, but the comments were full of people having total meltdowns over it. Okay, so here we have Sydney Sweeney, professional photo shoot, full makeup, seems to appear to have some sort of bronzer on her skin, this, that, and the other thing. And here's a picture of her at the beach, not when the paparazzi are watching. Also, you have this one, Dear Women, Stop Getting Fat. And of course, you see dork Harry Sisson totally taking the bait. Now, here's the reality. The people in these comments calling her chubby or overweight or fat are insane and just wrong. Okay. Second of all, fellas, I know my viewers know this, but it's like, what is Sydney, just physically speaking, what is Sydney Sweeney's best asset? Or perhaps we could say two best assets. Well, you don't get those without a little body fat. Because spoiler alert, those things are made of fat. And the way the body fat is distributed around your body, this, that, and the other thing. Now, a lot of this stuff has to be memeing. I mean, she's chubby. She could definitely lose pounds. Hating on women all day, signaling to the world that you were in fact gay. It's the perfect engagement bait. Now, the mainstream media, which we're going to talk about in a second here, is picking it up as some great culture battle. But the fact of the matter is, or the reality is here, it's pretty obvious to me that this is just bait. Both of these individuals probably made $1,000 off each one of these posts. Genius. You prefer skinny twigs, the obesity epidemic in America, and bro hit someone who could lose like 10 pounds. Oh, an obesity epidemic in America, and bro hit someone who could like lose maybe 10 pounds max. Internet viewers, please stop falling for rage bait. Micro Peen Club president. I mean, a lot of this stuff, I think this is fat. If you think this is fat, I hope you never have daughters. This is a weird way to say you're gay, but okay. So all these women are getting completely triggered by what is obvious bait. Obvious bait. Okay. And then what's wild is Sydney Sweeney responds to it. Okay. And this must be, I don't know where these comments are coming from, but she put this out, which is like all sorts of comments about her. Is she knocked up? Did she get stung by a nest of wasps? Dive in a swimming pool full of donuts and chips? Good grief. What do you mean she gained like a pound? Most guys would probably cream their jeans if this woman sat down next to you on a bus. Now, I'm not going to simp for her, but like this is wild. Without artifice, makeup, filler, and photoshops, she is really ugly. No, she is not ugly. Like, that is wild. Now, we could have our arguments about makeup, and whether or not, but this is not an ugly woman. You might have a personal preference, which is, again, what I've said, like, okay, but this is not an ugly woman. Are you joking? This is a picture taken of a woman who's not wearing any makeup, who's just trying to enjoy the pool, and by the way, is in perfect physical condition. I mean, the fact that when she sits down, there's a little bit of a belly roll is insane. Like, she's still probably a size 2. Your comments are getting good. She's ugly in the first picture, too. Again, this is engagement bait. Radfems seething in the quotes. Your grift is over. To the people in their replies, yes, I'm an incel. We're not dolls. Makeup and push-up bras should be illegal. Yes, or at least disclosed as a caveat. I mean, yeah, she's obviously wearing a push-up and wearing makeup. Here's Steven voiceover. Stop watching Prawn. The comparison is enlightening. Now I'm convinced she's actually hotter on the right. I mean, she just looks like a normal chick here. Just a normal chick here. Here she looks like a chick who has Photoshop, a makeup crew, a push-up bra or dress or whatever, and she's just like a normal. The idea that, I wonder why this isn't loading, because it's like hundreds of insane comments. Yeah, quite frumpy, who this is, butterface, let's be real here, she looks chunky, incredible for 27, having folds in the skin after sitting is not good. She's probably not taking good care of herself. This is a woman that is like a size 2. And I mean, like, give me a break. I've seen hotter women work at McDonald's. Well, I'd like to know which McDonald's. She's extraordinarily average, which is why she always makes sure her chest is the first thing that enters the room. I mean, okay, fine. I mean, some of these, I would say she's like, I mean, I don't know. To me, she has like very similar body to my wife, so I think she's very attractive. But like in this, she ain't hot in any way possible. She looks like a mom who had a few kids. Are you joking? Like, give me a break. Like, you're joking, right? She has a tiny little fold in her tummy when she's sitting down. Like, are you joking with this? I mean, again, you could say she's not your cup of tea, but again, all of this is just people falling for rage bait. Was she playing the action of Miss Piggy? Butterface, my jaws are great rack, Butterface. That's not jaw dropping. I mean, just like all of these comments about her. No way, that's not her, a true Butterface. I mean, I don't really understand. And then here she is working out. Obviously, she does work out. She's in good physical condition. My dog obviously likes her. She puts a montage of working out. Huck's barking at nothing because he's being a dork. But I mean, all of this, all these articles now, like here, Sydney Sweeney, bikini photos, internet's reaction explained. Sydney Sweeney is our era's biggest celebrities. No, she's not. The movie and television actor, I couldn't name a single movie she's in. Has started huge projects such as Euphoria, never watched it. The White Lotus, never heard of it. And was even IMDb's most popular figure of 2024. That's because she's hot. Yet, as seemingly as beloved as she is, almost everyone in the public eye has to deal with vicious online comments. This hit a fever pitch over the past few days when the actor was flooded with negative comments after images of her at the beach spread across the internet. I won't share the photos in this piece, as it appears they were taken from afar without her consent. What I will share is her response. I mean, it's wild to me that anyone would think this woman, again, she could not be your, that's a lot of effort to troll. I would have just posted on my story, I'm bulking for $1 Million movie. You guys can eat my rear end with a spoon, and left it at that. Calling Sydney Sweeney fat because it's 2024 and no one would judge you for it, admitting you're gay or virgin. Again, it's engagement bait that people fell for, women fell for, and these a couple of Twitter geniuses put together. I mean, this woman is objectively in good shape. She's not ugly or fat. Mainstream. I mean, this is the woman that people are saying she said there's many misinterpretations of her "Make America Great Again" party. Remember when she's like, everyone's like, oh, hashtag our girl. She's our girl because she she went to a mega party for her mom or something like that. Like, engagement bait is great. It's hilarious. It's made X pretty interesting. But I think that I'm going to go ahead and say that this woman is in objectively pretty decent physical condition, especially when compared to the rest of America. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.